guys, and welcome to your December 2019. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. I am Marve. If you are new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are subscribed, hashtag Marve affiliated. And hello, guys. Let's get into it. I apologize for the lateness. My intention, where is the card, was to have all of these done, but as I was telling you guys, I've been experiencing some retrograde-like energy because nothing is uploading and doing what it's supposed to do, and it's extremely irritating. Where is the card? What I am looking for now that has seemed to disappear. There it is. Okay. All right, Spirit. I see what's going on. I do got a lot going on up here. That's my fault. That has seemed to disappear is the card that represents the energy of the collective. So first of all, thank you for being patient because clearly I don't know what's going on. I do have some information, Sagittarius, about your partner before we get into this. I just want to say that I was a little disappointed at the actions of your particular partner. Now, why is Marv disappointed? Well, no, I don't know your partner, but I was disappointed because there's a lot of vindictiveness in this energy. There's a lot of hiding in this energy, the person that you are connecting with, and it's, adjust my crown, it's not going to really help the situation. It's a shame that the person is deciding to mimic your behavior rather than dealing with the behavior in the way that they should be dealing with it. And unfortunately, this mimicking that's going on, if it's not going to necessarily help the situation. Again, Sagittarius, are very upset with you. They have every right to feel the way that they feel, but no one, doesn't matter whether we're talking about Sagittarius, their partner, or anyone, has the right to hold a person to a standard and then turn around and do the exact same thing but expect growth and change. And that is what this person is doing. So I apologize that I have to deliver this energy to you. Again, I don't read reversals, but I will let you know if in my intuition or based upon the cards that surrounds the energy of the person, whether low vibratory energy is taking place. And I can let you know right now that there were a lot of, obviously everything's upright, but in my intuition, especially looking at the clues in this particular reading, this person is definitely operating low vibrational because of their hurt. So they may be an outstanding person. Normally, of course, a perfection doesn't exist. But unfortunately, right now, there is a lot of vindictiveness. And the situation is going to remain right where it is because this person is just not going to try to do anything about it. If you guys are not together, they're stuck. They refuse to move, and they don't want to tell you that. Let's get into it. So the card that I have chosen for the collective is the Birth card. This is the card for all of you guys that's going to give you a little bit more insight of what may be happening in your life right now. Give you a little bit more of a push to deal with the energy that is going on that's surrounding you and propel you into a prosperous and successful new decade. Read the description about this card below. Okay, it's not a whole long drawn out thing, but it is down there. I want you to pay attention also to the energy and the colors in this card. There we go. Hold on. All right, so as I stated in the Scorpio video, we have yellows and we have some the reds. The red, I believe, where's my wand, Vanna, represents the root chakra, and then our yellows and some of that orange right there, that is sacral and solar plexus chakra. So if you guys, as I stated to Scorpio, which was a extra long video, I do apologize. It had to be spliced together because my equipment wasn't cooperating. So let's hope that it happens in this video, that we can get a full video done. If you are looking to reconcile with this person, Sagittarius, I suggest for the extra spiritual boost, not booth or booth, boost. God, what is wrong with me today? That you guys go and get a chakra cleansing or Reiki healing, okay? That is what I would suggest. Okay, let's get into it. So a peek at the past indicates that this is a past life relationship and that your person knows that you are the one. They could already know, Sagittarius, that you are their twin flame, soulmate, whichever one you resonate with. They know that you're the one, okay? They know it already. Some of them could be a little confused, but the way that this energy that this person is exhibiting, the fact that they're immovable right now, I know that they know. And unfortunately, what they've tried to do is kind of run away almost. See, I feel like what they're trying to do, they view you as this Knight of Swords. You are the person that is very cutting. Okay, Sagittarius, they view you as the person who is running after his or her passion, but not in a Knight of Wands. Typically, you would be the Knight of Wands, you know, the playboy and all of this. But right now, take two. God. Right now, they're looking at you, Sagittarius, as this Knight of Swords. So their perception of you and their view of you kind of shifted from the Knight of Wands energy that you would normally be in and how they view you. And your words that you guys are exchanging back and forth are so cutting and precise and coming from a place of truth that they're hurt by your words, but this is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. You screwed the relationship up. This is what they're thinking. Or this could have happened. So I'm just telling you what they're not telling you. So because of that, they had to enact some boundaries. Okay? Boundaries is not something that they're comfortable in. But for you, Sagittarius, you're normally in the Knight of Wands, but now you're trying to respect their wishes in this Knight of Swords energy. And because you have done that and you're not pushing, why won't you talk to me? I don't want to say kissing their butt, but because you're not pushing and trying to respect their wishes, they're looking at you as the bad guy. I'm just letting you know. I'm sorry to have to say that. Because in this Six of Swords energy, they're blocked on their transitioning away from things that no longer serve them. When this when this particular Six of Swords is low, it's hard to transition away from what no longer serves you when you're operating in low vibratory energy. And they won't accept help either. They would rather just stay stuck. That's what I'm saying. This here is you making the decision to leave then. Okay, this is how you feel. I don't know exactly what they were waiting on you to say. You definitely didn't fix the situation, Sag, but you knew and acknowledged the pain that you caused, maybe not to the extent that this person wanted, but unfortunately, you gave them your space. It was one of them situations like, okay, I messed up. It's over. I did mess up. I'm done. I'm just going to leave it alone or whatever you want. And they wasn't expecting that. So they've taken you. I'm going to leave these out. They've taken that as them being forced. Oh my God, where is this hair? I feel it, but I can't pull it out. It drives me nuts. I'm sorry, you guys think I'm in here itching. They've taken that as you just don't care. Because they can't see past their feelings being hurt. Unfortunately, they don't realize that themselves are out of balance. Which brings us into the card in which you and your partner has gotten. Now, I gave you a little bit of the peek of the past before I got into the oracle card because I wanted you guys to listen to this and it makes sense. Balance is what they're being guided. The lady in the picture consoles a man who is sad and lonely. The man's heart is filled of unexpressed emotion, which some point he is no longer able to contain. There is a time for strength, a time for vulnerability. Regardless of, hold on, where are we? There is a time for strength, a time for vulnerability, and a space where both come together. Tears flow and healing occurs. Regardless of your gender, this card mirrors what is happening energetically and emotionally inside of you. It represents your masculine energy and the healing energy that automatically occurs when you open your heart and allow your feelings to flow freely. God, there is no need to analyze anything. Simply release all you feel inside. If you feel like confiding in a trusted friend or a health professional, then do so. Journaling is also very helpful and therapeutic. Make time for you. Be loving and gentle with yourself. This is the time to nurture you. There is a lot of self-nurturing cards here. And I wanted to read that blurb to you because I want you to understand that I don't want to sound mean or cruel or judgmental, but this needs to be brought into balance. This person is blocking their own self-healing. They won't take the necessary steps because unfortunately they are wrapped inside of the hurt. They can't see past it. And the thing is that's their way. That's their way. The devil. Sagittarius, we're back on your Capricorn again. Capricorn energy is here. Thoughts, patterns, ideas, okay? Addiction, unhealthy thoughts, patterns, ideas that do not serve. Don't serve at all. Saturn is here. Okay? What thoughts, ideas, patterns, and ideas and that doesn't serve? All of the ideas that come from this energy of the Two of Cups, your romantic partner and your soulmate. Unfortunately, this is what the pattern or the unhealthy pattern and addiction or whatever is. You, Sagittarius. And this person, unfortunately, may have a very addicting personality. And what you're going to hear, or codependency, and what you're going to hear throughout this entire thing is the fact that they need to free themselves. Free themselves, just like this balance said, and to get back to a balanced state. They're trying to do too much, but I see a lot of fear in here. I see you deciding, okay, hands up, don't shoot. I screwed up, whatever. You guys can hash out who screwed up what and blah, blah, blah. What I am here to tell you, Sagittarius, is the actual cherry on top, I'm going to save for the end. I started out, I'm building you up to get you to the point where I tell you what they actually want and what they're not telling you. But now I'm telling you what they're going through. As you know, in this reading, we examine what they're not telling you, which encompasses how they're feeling and what actions they may take. And I'm telling you all of that right now. In the heart of the matter, we have the Five of Swords. There's a lot of swords in this reading. That lets me know. If you see that person's hand on his head, that is exactly my problem with this particular energy and the way they are dealing with it. They're keeping up the conflict by trying to block themselves emotionally, knowing damn well that's not what they want. They're in their head and they're blocking out what spirit is telling them to mimic you because they feel like they lost something, okay? Unfairness. They don't have the confidence that they need to really handle this. And that's basically what it is. It turns into a reflection of what you should and shouldn't have done, which very well may be true. But this person lacks the confidence to really deal with it the way that they need to. And that could stem from, you know, trauma, childhood things that happen within themselves. They need to build themselves up to examine their own worth so they can let this go. You have your own issues too, as we all do. But I feel like this person, again, needs to be a little bit more confident in that. And then we have the Empress. Now, don't get it twisted. The Empress, you guys could have a child together. Birth was the energy of the collective. So this is the second energy that, well, the Empress has been coming out all over here, all over. So again, like I said in the Scorpio video, this is definitely talking about the birth of something new. Venus ruled both birth and beauty again, Taurus and Libra, second house of money and possessions for Taurus, seventh house of marriage, relationships, and partnerships. They have had to shift their perspective, but they're stuck here. And I'm going to tell you, I hate to say this, when I first pulled this energy, I feel like somebody's actually happy that they had a baby by you because it keeps you around. I hate to say that, but I'm just going to tell you, when I see these swords and I see that a person is angry and stuck in their head and refusing to accept this and move on, they would rather block emotionally and mirror you, yet yet they want something else. I'm going to get to what they want. When I tie that all together, this is low vibrational energy. This is somebody using something against you, Sagittarius, to keep you around, wanting to watch you emotionally suffer rather than to just walk away themselves from this and focus on healing themselves so they can have a shift perspective. See, with the Scorpio video, that person had a shift perspective, or they're trying. This particular energy is different. So I don't know, but I don't see death here. I don't see the major arcana of death in this reading at all. The only major arcana that I see is the Devil and the Empress. And if we put those together, that's manipulation. This low vibratory energy of that, is exactly what it is. I mean, walking away, unhealthy thoughts, patterns, and ideas that don't serve you. In the grips of addiction. The Devil energy is an energy about, again, balance, because they are earthy. Believe it or not, the Devil is obviously an earth sign, but yet they know they have to balance the yin and the yang, because the Devil knows how to do that, because he or she can go to the grips, to the edge, and grapple with sin and all of the things that they have to grapple with, but then also knows how to ground themselves also. It's really a weird type of energy to have, but this is manipulation. Using the child, or I'm pregnant, maybe, I don't know. I feel like this is probably an energy for a younger crowd here. I hate to say this, it may not be popular, but this is what came out. If that doesn't resonate with you in the way where you're using a baby against the Sagittarius, there is a child that you guys have already, and it looks very manipulative. You don't realize it, but what you're not telling your Sagittarius is that you really I don't want to say love and like, but somewhere deep down inside in this Devil energy, you like the idea, or it makes you feel comfortable to be able to have that Empress energy that you can kind of yield as control. And you do that not because you're a mean person, cross watcher, whose energy I'm reading. Not that you're a mean person, but just that you're so hurt right now, you feel like that's all you have left, because your self-control and your inner confidence is shot. And maybe Sagittarius built that up for you. Maybe when you were with Sagittarius, you felt like, you were on top of the world. But that's not Sagittarius's job. It's your job, cross watcher, whose energy this is. Now, let's reverse things and go back to what I'm saying. This is where we are in the Two of Wands. So Sagittarius, this person whose energy that I'm reading, okay, what is happening is they have to build confidence. This is the minor arcana energy for the magician. The magician's energy is projecting self-confidence outward and manifesting what they want with the tools that they have. This is inner strength. And your person, unfortunately, with this devil energy, it automatically makes all of the energy surrounding them low vibrational. And there's nothing else here that lets me know that they can rise above this right now. So with that devil crowning this, everything after the devil is going to be some type of bad thought, idea, process. That's just how it is. Okay? Two of Wands. Okay? So in a healthy Two of Wands, you would be planning the future, making progress. But unfortunately, because the devil is crowning or surrounding this Two of Wands energy, again, I feel that this energy of this Two of Wands is very low vibrational. So this is not stepping out of your comfort zone because you're comfortable there. This is not stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying new things to make new choices or making a choice, period. This is being emotionally stuck. The low vibratory energy of the Empress is manipulation, using beauty or birth or a child to kind of yield your control and get what you want, because in the energy of the devil, again, that's the only way you feel like you can actually help the situation. Rather than to bring that energy inward, as it truly should be with this Two of Wands energy, you decide to operate as a low vibratory magician, okay, minor arcana magician, that is, because the major arcana magician isn't here. So instead, you're operating low vibrational, which is to keep everything on the inside, and you're constantly thinking in your head about all of the shit that has went on between you guys, instead of putting that energy in yourself, cross watchers, whose energy I am reading. Okay, so that is what I'm having a hard time trying to decipher here. Now let's get into what needs to happen. Honestly, here's the cherry on top. That was terrible if you heard that horn blowing. My God. Free themselves. It's time to take back. Hi, guys. Take 3. It may look a little different, but I had to do some major reshuffling around my studio just to get this back right. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and try to get through the rest of this. Now, it took, although you don't see it, about 10 minutes between the last cutoff and this one. I was talking about freeing themselves. Now, bear with me. I was telling you that this person that wafting toward me is myrrh, frankincense and myrrh. I was explaining to you that this individual needs to free themselves and take back control of their own life. And unfortunately, what I have been holding out from you guys this entire time as I built you up to this was that they really want a reconciliation. A reconciliation is what they really want. They've been wanting to go somewhere with you. They want to go possibly on a retreat with you, Sagittarius. And I also want to let you know that they have some major family healing issues that they need to work on. With regards to especially forgiving their parents or family for something that happened to them. It has definitely affected their relationships, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about the top of the deck before I get into the remaining of this energy here. So I want to talk about this Eight of Cups. Sorry for that glare. So this Eight of Cups energy speaks to obviously walking away from things that no longer serve them. But again, when we have this energy of this and the energy of the devil, that can make some of these energies, as I stated, that surrounds this very misleading. So with that being said, what I am saying is although they should be letting go of what no longer serves them and trying to really walk away from this, what is happening as a result is that a low vibratory Eight of Cups is walking away and then regretting the choice. Remember, when they were making choices in this Two of Wands energy, the choices actually stem from a lack of self-esteem and them actually not taking action. So when you're trying to do that in this energy of this Eight of Cups, they really regret the choices that they're having to make and feeling like their back is up against the wall, but their back isn't up against the wall, because in this time of rest here in this Four of Swords energy, they're having a difficult time even accepting what has been done, which is the reason why the energy just won't leave them alone, and they're stuck here. And unfortunately, they're choosing to stay stuck because what is going on in this Five of Swords, energy, is that they're burnt out, constantly going over and over again, the heartbreak that's been caused. Instead of trying to figure out why something was done, they should be focusing their energy and turning it inward to themselves, okay? So this is what that is. Let's talk about it. So they're trying to understand that it is safe for them to love, okay? Again, a lot of forgiving and learning. Sorry about that glare. We had to do a quick lighting change, so I apologize. And then keeping an open mind. Okay, keeping an open mind. So they really want to step out of this, but they just don't quite know how to do it. I do feel like if they start turning inward instead of having this focused all over the place, scatterbrain energy right now, trying to make sure that they look good, they need to focus on bringing things back into balance. That is what I see. And I want to talk about what they're doing as a result. Some actions that they're taking right now is the Not Today card. This is not dealing with the hurt. I've spent all 3 different videos trying to get you guys to see they're not dealing with the hurt of this. They're trying to block it out and avoid it rather than to actually deal with it, is what I've been saying to you, okay? Avoiding a conversation, call, or person. They're putting up these boundaries. That is what I said. They're watching you accept the boundaries that they have created in that Knight of Swords. Yet, they don't like the fact that you're accepting them. They want you to break the wall down because to them, that's going to show them that you care. But this is the boundaries that they've created. Okay? Because they're still angry. The bottom of that card. Still angry. However, talking is here. So talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages, text, call, and email. They're waiting by the phone for you to call them, although they told you not to call them anymore. Do you see the contradictions here? And then finally, healthy choices. That goes back to this devil. That goes back to this devil energy. Some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn, or maybe you have it in your chart. This is making healthy choices in love and life. Self-love, self-care. That is what this is. This Four of Swords energy, you really should be. Low vibratory Four of Swords, unfortunately, is you're kind of all over the place. You should be in a deep rest, transmutation stage, and a higher Four of Swords. Unfortunately, low vibratory energy is burnout. You need to dedicate your energy to self-care, which in turn is the healthy choices card. So, you know, sometimes we have these readings and I tell you guys that it's more so about, sometimes I'll read your energy and it's more so about the other person than it is. I've gotten this with Scorpio before, and now I'm getting it with you. I'm just feeling like, although this is what they're not telling you, A large part of this is probably what the cross watcher or the person whose energy I'm reading for on their behalf to you, Sagittarius. This is what they actually maybe they needed to hear to get them out of this energy. Okay, show me what is blocking the balance. What's blocking the balance in this union between Sagittarius and partner, please? Regret. I told you, making choices and regretting them. They broke up with you or set these new boundaries. They're not comfortable with their choices. They were not healthy choices, which I just got through showing you. They were not healthy choices. They're faking the funk. They don't want a separation, but they're too worried about what's going on in their head, and they're fighting themselves. That's what's going on. They have regrets. Okay? Show me, Spirit. I know that I cannot change the past. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of things. Absolutely. A part of that self-care is to accept what has happened, realize that you can't change the past, and just lighten up a bit. You can't be held up inside of a home in isolation mode while the world is still going on around you. Current events, you know, all these things that we're having to deal with. But because Sagittarius broke your heart, now it's like, oh my God, my life is over. There is such a huge world out there waiting for you, and you're so caught up in what's going on with you that, yes, I feel like you do need to lighten up. You do maybe need to have some fun. But again, that's all a part of self-care. What else is blocking this union between Sagittarius and their partner, please? Blocking the balance. Adversity. Absolutely. There's an energy here of an individual that does not know how to deal with changes. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This person who I just read the energy for you, Sagittarius, you're connecting with a person who does not like adversity, does not know how to deal with any type of change, would rather isolate themselves and operate comfortably in this devil energy, not doing anything about it, but isolating themselves and becoming a prisoner of their own thoughts, while they constantly remind you what you've done, but they're not doing anything to change the situation. I'm sorry. It's time to get out of this energy and birth something new. It is time. So maybe if this resonates with you, going into the new year, what needs to happen is that maybe you need to go and get your chakras aligned, get your Reiki healing. If you resonate with this, you can book with me. Let's work on start clearing some of that out. The moon classes are coming back at the top of the year. I do have some membership options that's going to be available. Moon classes will be one of them. And I'll give you all of that information when you see those memberships. But I said all that to say there are so many things that you can do to start clearing this out. But if you don't clear it out, then you're going to continue to stay stuck. And how are you going to grow and prosper if you are creating a prison for yourself? So that's what I see. I certainly hope that this comes into balance. I'm going to leave you with balance and birth. Okay? Those two. Double B's. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. I'm sorry it took me 3 different videos spliced into one to try to get this together. I certainly hope that you have a beautiful Christmas and that everything that you want and desire comes your way. I certainly hope that you get everything that you need, Sagittarius, and your person that you are connecting with. Merry Christmas. I wish you all a beautiful, prosperous, and abundant new year. And I will see you back looking like me, a little bit of color, a couple changes, and doing my thing. So I will see you then. I'm booked up for the month of December. January is open. Please start booking now, because once these videos drop, then you know how that goes. So I'm going to leave you here. I wish you the best. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the new year. Bye, Sagittarius.